So a Latina is actually getting onto her community for constantly questioning FBAs about where they at, why aren't they protesting for them. Let's check that out.
On this week's episode of You Have the Audacity to, Latinos asking Black people why they aren't present to help fight against the deportations like Latinos were for the BLM movement. What? The audacity to ask such a question is absolutely insane. First of all, Black people, other Latinos begged you not to vote for this Cheeto. Begged you to vote for your own causes. And yet and still, you voted for him. Now here we are, facing mass deportations, and you have the nerve to question Black people? Not your fellow Latinos who casted the vote, not white people, but Black people. Black people who overwhelmingly went to the polls to support the candidate that they wanted, who didn't say she was going to deport Latinos. Do you see the hypocrisy? Also, not to mention, Latinos weren't overwhelmingly involved in the BLM movement. I'm sorry. Well, not that I've seen. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But as far as I've seen in my area, no.
More and more Latinos are coming out and getting onto their community because they have an internal issue that they got to deal with. If you know you have a lot of family members, a big portion of community, of your particular community that would get deported, then you probably should have voted for a candidate that wouldn't have deported your people. Now, I don't support Kamala Harris. You know I don't. I'm glad Trump's in office. And the reason why I'm glad Trump is in office, he's giving that wake-up call to everybody, and I love it. I love this wake-up call he's giving to everybody. I love that he's also giving wake-up calls even to Europe. I love it, right? You can't ask for a better president for me right now because of what he's doing, right? But Black folks are not coming out for nobody. Black folks are only going to sit up here and focus on what Black folks are doing. We're going to prioritize our community. If any energy we're going to give is going to be to us. We're not worried about nothing else right now. We are so cool. We are great. We are fine. We're not coming out. And she's right. They didn't come out there in mass to know George Floyd. Maybe some came out, but it wasn't the majority of that community. So she knows her people, and she knows the get down. She knows some of them want this proximity to whiteness. She knows some of them are anti-Black racists. Some of them are. Yeah, some of them are. She knows that. So why would Black people come out? Especially when you look at the voting as well. Like, why would even the Democrat shields aren't supporting them? And listen, when you lose the Democrat shields, you done really lost, because they are the ones that I guess finally got it last, right? Now the grassroots been got the memo. But they finally got it. Like, oh, so it's no Black and brown coalition? No, it's not no Black and brown coalition, because the brown never wanted it. The Black wanted it, but not the brown. You understand? So, no, everybody's on their own with this. And, like the one guy that was being disrespectful, we don't need y'all. Okay, we heard what he had to say. And that's that. You're waving your foreign flags like you don't know nothing about protesting, because I keep saying that. How you going to wave the flag of the country you don't want to be deported to? They never can answer that question for me. Oh, it's just our culture. You're waving a flag of a foreign nation. Culture is totally different than the flag of a nation. It really is. But, shout out to her, for really just, checking her community. But yeah, no, we're not coming out there and protest for nobody. Them days are done.